Well, first of all, I want to thank Kim and all the great volunteers that felt it impressed on their hearts to reach out and to recognize everybody that serves in the law enforcement community, and indeed first responders and emergency services throughout the county, you know, from ECOM to EMS to fire to volunteer fire to our 3 police departments in the county, as well as our sheriff's department, our probation and parole, our judicial officers. We have Superior Court Judge Crosswhite here, Steve Ellis from the sheriff's department representing Sheriff Campbell, who has other duties to attend to this morning, Judge Brown from District Court. It's a team effort, and it's a team of teams that all come together with common vision, common missions. We all plow different fields, but we're all focused on the same goals, which is to serve this community writ large, whether it's county, whether it's municipalities. What I mentioned to the officers here this morning was that, you know, we live in an era of specialization. You know, if you go to see a doctor, they can never treat what you've got. You got to go see some specialist. Same for attorneys. You know, I don't handle that kind of law. You got to go see the specialist that handles another kind of law. And we all do different specific functions within the judicial system writ large. But it's that road deputy, it's the police officer on the beat that has to wear all of our hats, because when they respond to something, they're the first person on the scene, and they're having to sort through complex issues. Are they, you know, having to apprehend a criminal and have that mindset? Are they dealing with a victim and an investigation? Are they there to de-escalate a potential domestic violence situation? Are they there as a social worker? Are they going to have to render first aid because EMS isn't there yet? I mean, there's just so many things that those folks that are on the tip of the spear, where the rubber meets the road, have to be able to react to. That is an incredible amount of responsibility, not only in terms of their skill sets that they have to employ based on the situation, but also just the emotional way that you respond to each of those different kinds of events, and having the right ability to relate to people, because, you know, we're dealing with the human element, and there are an infinite variety of numbers of different situations that humans create and that we have to react to. So this opportunity to recognize our first responder law enforcement community and what they do day in and day out of sight, out of mind for most of us. But, you know, we're all citizens, and, you know, no matter what hats we wear, we're just one phone call away or one incident away from having to rely on our men and women in uniform to be able to respond and respond appropriately. We depend on them 24/7. So thank you for all that you do. You know, we're blessed to be living in Iredell County and all of its communities. And some of the issues you see in other places in the country and in the world, they come to us on our televisions, on our smartphones, and everything else. We're blessed that we have a community, I believe, that appreciates our enforcement community, and that's because it is our community. You are also, when you take your uniforms off, you're citizens. You're depending on the same services everybody else does. And so we maintain that connectivity and mutual respect. And I thank you for what you do from the county perspective. I also want to mention, I wear another hat as Assistant Governor in Rotary, and for all the county Rotary clubs, there's 7 of them. And one of the things that we're going to be doing is reaching out and recognizing with a service of self award for deserving folks in every one of the organizations out there to be able to, on an annual basis, recognize someone who has just gone above and beyond based on your evaluation within those your different organizations about somebody that ought to be recognized. Because as Rotarians, we believe in service above self and service to our community, both locally and globally. So thank you so much, and thank you again to Kim and everyone else that has put together this event, which is sort of a rolling event as people have the opportunity to be here.